A shout out to the supporters of the channel. More on this at the end of the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of an update here. Now, we have a lot to cover. I have a bit of a list I'm going to be going through, and I guess we can just hop into it. So to begin with here, I would like to welcome everyone who has came over, checked out the channel, and watched through the series over the past 4 days at this point. Because recently, I'm not sure if you watched the last video or not, but if you haven't, you should go and check that out before the next clip, because I'm going to spoil something within the next 3 seconds. We completed full Inquisitor on Inquisitor. Imagine that, that's absolutely insane, and I myself am still blown aback by how lucky I am on this account. Honestly, what it comes down to, luck aside, is this account would have been completed at some point either way. Whether it was completed when I did complete it a couple weeks ago, or if it was completed in another year or 2 years if I went unlucky. It just so happens we got lucky, and when I posted that final video, it was actually posted 2 years exactly after the premiere of the whole series. Now, some of you may think, oh, you totally intended to do that, right? Yeah, I totally did. Totally. No, on a serious note, that was just a happy coincidence. Last week was a week that I wanted to finish editing and get out a video because this week and next week are my final project / exam weeks. I decided I wanted the video up on Sunday because I figured more people would have access to it rather than on a Monday. So I made sure to get it up on Thursday for channel members. Then obviously 3 days later it was available for everybody. And then Monday morning I made the Reddit post, which absolutely blew up. Not only did we get 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000, 4, okay, 5,000? Nearly 6,000 upvotes on the old school Reddit, which absolutely blew my mind. And to everyone who came over, I just wanted to say thank you for checking out the series, and thank you for the support, honestly, because we've gained 1,400 subscribers, over 21,000 video views on that first day of the post I made. We had over 23,000 views the following day, which is absolutely mind-blowing. I believe you all doubled the view count of the first video in a singular 48-hour period. Absolutely wild. So honestly, just thank you for coming over, checking out the series, and heck, even sharing it with your friends if you've done that. I really do appreciate it. So I have some time in my schedule to record this video, edit it, and hopefully upload it today on the 4th of August. But anyways, a lot of you will be coming to this video wondering, thinking maybe, what's next? Are you done with the account? Are you gonna make a new account? Well, I'm gonna begin by telling you guys what I have considered and have decided against doing. So the first thing I considered was getting the stats required for Tombs of Amasket, considering how Tombs of Amasket contains another 30 defense armor set, the Missouri Armor. But after considering that, because if we take a peek at my Unlock Tombs of Amasket part here, you will see that I have to unlock 6 additional skills to get access to Tombs of Amasket. Now, mind you, Beneath Cursed Sands only requires 3 skills, but the prerequisite quests will award you with experience in 3 unrelated skills. And you see at the end here I have skills gained category. I would have to train thieving, cooking, agility, woodcutting, firemaking, and crafting, which is not something I want to do on this account. Afterwards, the account would just look extremely weird, not to mention it'd take a very long time to finish getting 99 in those skills as well. So because I thought that would look ridiculous, the next thought I had was, maybe I should level up my defense. Unlocking Void maybe at 42 defense and getting 750 skill total to be able to do LMS again. Or heck, maybe even fully unlocking defense because I have the Rigor prayer scroll learned from the Chambers of Zarek, which I actually can't use due to the requirement of 70 defense. But I'm also deciding against that because I feel that my accomplishments would be devalued. All of the things that I've done at 30 defense over the past 2 years, we could say, would effectively be devalued because I would level defense. So for the purity of the account, and since I actually completed the series, I have full Inquisitor. It's absolutely crazy. I will stay 30 defense for the Inquisitor's armor. I think that just makes the most thematic sense. And lastly, this account feels one of a kind to me. I don't think there's another account like this out there. You know, combat only, 30 defense with full Inquisitor. I'm very happy with what I've accomplished, and I don't really want to ruin the account at this point. So now that we've looked at what I've considered, we will look to the future. And of course, everyone has that question in their mind right now. What's next? Well, I still plan to play Inquisitor. Yes, I got this full armor set of Inquisitor, so why not make use of it, right? And of course, there will be future videos on Inquisitor as well. I have debated and I have thought about what to do next very thoroughly at this point, and I do think we will see a sequel Inquisitor series. So there you go, there's your announcement. Inquisitor will have a season 2. And the ultimate goal from that series? Well, to obtain other cool endgame uniques, of course. There will be general gear upgrades like the Amulet of Glory trimmed from Hard Clues, the Combat Bracelet from Elite Clues, and even the Imbued Heart from Slayer. But above all of those things, and even all of the other endgame uniques I have yet to obtain, I think there's an obvious next goal for this account. And that goal would be the Inquisitor's Mace. It's very thematic to the armor set. It would complete the look. The only caveat to that is that it is an extremely rare piece of gear. So we could be playing Inquisitor for another year or 2 just to obtain that mace. I mean, you all have seen how lucky I was with this armor set. I'm due a dry streak, right? I feel that next goal just simply fits. Now, of course, I have a list of other endgame items I would like to achieve, but I think for now I'm going to save that for when the sequel series premieres. And just a little note on the Amulet of Glory trimmed, the alternate Amulet of Avarice, which is acquired from Revenants. I have decided that I'm not going to go for that one, because death piling every 50 minutes is an absolute pain in my butt. So the Amulet of Glory trimmed is our go-to. So moving forward, and with the announcement of this second season, or the sequel to Inquisitor, I did want to address future videos, because I have entered the endgame for the 807 account type, and the endgame will be extremely repetitive. So, if I'm honest, I would like to make this sequel series more of a progress-based series. No thank you, Freaky Forester, I have completed your log. The main reason being because I have concerns about the quality of script/story that I'll be able to write for repeating endgame content. Because, for example, I'm not going to have an episode dedicated to hard clue scrolls and caskets, for example, and have another episode and repeat the same story. I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but watching through all of the previous Inquisitor Tale videos is the story is essentially a summarization, in a sense, of the episode. Except for certain parts, of course, when I'm diving into more of the lore surrounding Lyfe. And, you know, maybe some other parts. So I was just wondering how you all would feel about some episodes in the new series being progress-based and others where it's relevant, containing story. Because at this point I feel that the storytelling aspect of Inquisitor is a part of the series, a part of the account. And I don't want to drop the story aspect of this account outright, but I don't want to have to put off a video because I can't think of a script, or because I'm doing the exact same thing that I've done previously, but in a different area, for example. So while there'd be the ultimate goal of obtaining the Inquisitor's Mace, as we previously said, I would also want to prioritize not feeling restricted to one type of content. For example, I'd still like to be able to do Chambers of Xeric and Theater of Blood. You see, in the previous Inquisitor series, I had a section of videos where I went off to get the Brimstone Ring for the Chambers of Xeric, and I had some concerns brought up in the comments sections pertaining to why am I not just doing Nightmare and not just focusing on obtaining the armor set. I feel having side goals and achieving other things besides your ultimate goal is essentially key to an adventure. It's key to the storyline that I'm trying to develop. And of course, you know what they say, variety is the spice of life. I never want to be in a position where I'm restricted in doing just one type of content. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it, if that makes sense. Now, I've already been doing this to a point, but I'd like to dive further into more niche things that I will do on this account type. For example, showcasing my Slayer tasks that I do, because my Slayer route is definitely different to a normal Iron Man or even a mains. And above all else, because we've hit the end game of this account type, I want to show in more intricate detail the end game. And of course, we'll do this in future edited videos, but I also want to upload some uncut or lightly edited gameplay footage of me doing end game content, like Chambers of Xeric and Theater of Blood. And this is of course mainly reference for other 807 accounts who may be interested in doing these endgame raids but sort of have no guide or idea on what they should be doing or bringing. Now of course my setups may vary because I'm 30 defense of course, but I'm sure they can iterate on whatever their defense levels are. So just before I go, I did want to mention that I am planning on releasing a mega cut of the whole series in one video. This thing's gonna be around 17 hours long, so I hope you have your popcorn ready because you're gonna be binging this over 2 days. But it is going to take me some time to edit it all together as, well, I gotta comb through 17 hours of footage. Make some relevant cuts and maybe even re-record some clips for the quality's sake. Every episode will be trimmed, pieced together nicely, and the whole video will have chapters for your convenience. I also wanted to ask, for future videos, do you guys care if I use the GPU plugin or the HD plugin? Because one of the changes I did want to make following completing the series was swapping from the normal GPU plugin on RuneLite to the HD plugin, which I very much enjoy, but I'm not sure if you guys will enjoy it as viewers. So let me know what you think of that in the comments section down below, and heck, maybe even click my little channel avatar in the bottom left and browse your way over to the community tab. I think I'll put up a poll and maybe you all can vote on whether you want the normal GPU, the HD, or if you don't care. So going back to the Reddit post I made, we were at the top of the old school subreddit for around 22 hours, I believe, which absolutely just blew my mind. There was a meme post, which was in a direct response to my post, and it ended up finding its way to the top following that 22 hours, which I found really funny. But yeah, on that August 1st, I really did enjoy reading through all the comments everyone made and replying. If you made a comment, odds are I probably replied to you, and if I didn't, maybe you replied to someone. But I did a few Slayer tasks while replying to a majority of all of the comments made on that post, and it was crazy. So of course, last but not least, if you have any thoughts, opinions, please do comment them down below, especially about the things I have asked throughout the videos. Do you prefer the normal GPU plugin, or is it fine if I use HD in future videos? Do you agree that the Inquisitor's Mace should be the next ultimate goal of the series? But anyways, update is over. Be sure to leave a like on all of the Inquisitor videos if you enjoyed the series at all. Look forward to that big video, hopefully coming out sometime before the Tombs of Amasket. I also do plan to upload some videos on the tombs, on the main account, of course. So if you do feel so inclined, feel free to check that out when it is released. Last but not least, a big thank you to the channel members, most recently Builder joining at Tier 1, thank you. If you wish to get the videos 3 days early, be sure to click that join button below the video. Up next, the Buy Me a Coffee supporters, and most recently, Henry saying well done for completing the series. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. And Group Iron Man Clan coming in with a coffee saying he reclaimed what was his. He became the Inquisitor. Thank you so much for that too. I appreciate you both. If you'd prefer to make a one-time donation, the Buy Me a Coffee link is in the description down below. Without further ado, I will see you all in the next video, which will be the mega cut before the Tombs of Amascut. At least that's my goal.